Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Hope you are fine. Hope you are doing great. So today we have some logical questions to solve, and these logical questions are those that you can get in your interviews. Okay, so we are going to start with the first one. And the first one says, the first one says, um, okay, this says find the missing number. Oh, let me fill this ink. Okay, so how are you doing? Happy New Week. I pray that this week will go smoothly. I wish us all a splendid week, a fulfilled week where we achieve all we ever desired in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so the question says oh, sorry, find the missing number in the text or in the block. Find the missing number. So we have a 3 by 3 matrix, and we have this 521. We have 233, and we have 544 and question mark. So the options are option A 0, option B 1, option C 2, and option D 3. So what do you think the missing number is? So as usual, I'm here. If this is the first time you are joining my live stream, please hit the subscription button and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss our videos, right? Yeah, so that I don't miss our amazing videos. So tune in at your convenience on your notification bell so that once I go live or once I upload new videos, you will be the first to be notified. This is falling off, so let me fix it here. Okay, so let's go. Let's see how this goes. What do you think the answer should be? What do you think the answer should be? What do you think the answer should be? Option A is 0, option B is 1, option C is 2, and option D is 3. W3S, hi, you are welcome. Thank you for joining. So what do you think the answer should be? We are asked to find the missing numbers. Find the missing numbers. That is the question. Find the missing numbers. Option A is 0, option B is 1, option C is 2, and option D is 3. Seven E7, ouch. I don't understand. What's the meaning of what you asked me to say? Thank you for your likes, guys. Thank you so much. So we have, you are welcome, my friend. Thank you for joining again today. Okay, Someone says the answer is option A, which is 0. Second for saying is option A as well, which is 0. All right, so let's go. Let's go, guys. Please let's concentrate on what we have on the board. We have a 3x3 matrix, and this question says we should find the missing number. So what do you think the answer should be? A, B, C, or D? Let's go, friends. Let's go, let's go, let's go, friends. The one I have as my thumbnail, we will get to that. Definitely. We will definitely get to that. So let's see who gets this right. Let's see who gets it right. No, there's no need for that. This is an IQ test, 7 such. So just find the missing number. You don't need to disturb yourself with determinants and adjoints. This is, even though it appears to be a 3x3 matrix, you don't need the knowledge of matrix to solve it. Okay? You don't need the knowledge of matrix to get this right. That is the truth. So let's go, friends. What is the missing number? What is the missing number? Let me fill this ink as usual. Let me fill this ink. Okay. So what is the missing number? Someone says, okay, Heredity says is 1, that the missing number is 1. That the missing number is 1. We have 521, 233, 44. Then we have option A 0, option B is 1, option C is 2, option D is 3. Prima says the answer should be 5. 5. Okay. Someone is saying that of all the options, the answer is not there. Okay, no problem. Kindly tell us how you got 5 as your answer, please. John says the answer is 0. Editor says the answer is 1. The challenge is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, you have 10 seconds. Okay. The trend says we have 10 seconds to answer this question. What is the missing number? We're up to 46 here on seats. I'm yet to receive at least 12 different answers. Friends, suggest your own. It's better you try. That way you are sharpening your memory. Trust me. So when we now do it together, you will say, okay, oh, this is why I failed it. And that way you will understand and you will not fail again. Yeah, don't be scared of failing. Just be scared of not moving forward. When you fail and you learn something, you've not really failed. Rather, you have progressed. That is what people don't know. So on your own, try first on your own. What do you think the missing number is? What do you think the missing number is? So if I get 2 more answers, we are going straight to the board to answer it. And I'll drop another question. What is the missing number? 2 different answers from 2 different persons, and we are going to answer it. What is the missing number? Hello, W2, I'm here. Okay, I am here. John says adding to the right is, if the answer is 0, they would add up to 8. Okay. All right. I need 2 different answers from 2 different persons. Okay. Claudia says 0. One more answer and we go to another question. One more answer and we go to another. I challenge you to say, okay, let's go, friends. One more answer and we answer it together. We'll move over to another question. London Souls, hi, thank you for joining. Thanks for the compliment. Thank you. I appreciate. Taylor, thanks for joining again. How are you doing? Okay, I have a different answer from a different person. Pavel says the answer is 0. Landon, no, 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 no. I am not. Okay. All right, friends, let's go. It's actually very interesting. Yes, I have a suggestion. Anytime you see a that is questions in this form, in matrix form, the answer lies on the rows and the columns. All right, the answer lies on the rows and the columns. So whenever you see this type of question, I will advise that you should try to maybe find a pattern in the rows or in the columns. Now let's check our rows. If you check our columns, you have 5 plus 2 is 7 and 7 plus 4 is 11. Let's add 2 plus 3 is 5 and 5 plus 4 is 9. So you can see it seems there is no pattern here, right? No pattern, because if you say 1 plus 2, this is 4, and 4 plus what? That is if, let us say, if there is the difference between this and this is 2. So if for us to get 7, we might say the answer is 4, right? 1 plus 3 is 4, okay. We might say the answer is 3. But this doesn't make sense because in this case, we are assuming that the difference between this and this is 2, and there is nothing to confirm that assumption, all right? Let's leave assumption and try the rows and see if we are going to get something very convincing. So if we do that, we'll have, let's add the rows. 5 plus 2 will give us 7, and 7 plus 1 will give us 8. Okay, the first row gave us 8. The second row, 2 plus 3 is 5, and 5 plus 3 is 8. You can see that this is more convincing. It's telling us that, hey, add the rows and they are going to get 8 in total, all right? So if we now add the last row, which is 4 plus 4, we already have 8, meaning that this should be 0 because 4 plus 4 plus 0 will give us 8. And that is it. If you got this correctly, congratulations. Now let us ask another question. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because this is not going to be funny. Okay? This question is not going to be funny at all. So we have a triangle in this way, and we have this, we have this, and we have this. Now the question says, how many triangles can you see? How many triangles can you see? How many triangles can you see? And we have options. Option A says 9 triangles. Option B, 12 triangles. Option C, 17 triangles. And option D, 24 triangles. So how many triangles can you see from what we have on the board? How many triangles can we see? Let's go, friends. Okay. So how many triangles can you see? How many triangles? I'm going to calculate mine now. If you are just joining, you are welcome. Someone says, okay, Max says 6. TTV says 12. Explain how if you multiply 2 minus numbers, you end up with a positive number. That's 40 times 40 equals 1, 600. Please, let's move forward. Now, Max says, okay. TV saying 9, 9. I have 9 twice from the same person. Now, Baka says it's 17. Shivu says we have 12 triangles. Look at that very well and calculate. You are going to see some triangles overlapped in other triangles. Okay? It's actually very easy but tricky. In fact, it's not easy. Let me not lie. It's not easy. But if you take your time, you're going to get it right. So let's go. How many triangles can you see? Okay, now I'm calculating mine. I can see. I'm calculating mine. Okay. 5, 10. Okay, let's go. Um, only one Allah says 17. Shivu says, I am from India. You are welcome. Thank you for joining us. Only one says 6. Only one, you have to choose one. Okay, you have to choose one. Is your answer 17 or 6? Is your answer 17 or 6? Okay, it's just by counting, tell. There is no mathematical approach. That I have some types of triangle that you can use mathematical approach to get their answer. Okay, but this particular one, you just have to count. No mathematical approach, nothing. You are from PK, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us. You are highly welcome, okay? All right, friends. I need more answers. I need you to think this through. 6 aren't even in the multiple choices. Exactly. And that is because, in all honesty, 6 is not the answer. You can physically see 6, but there are other hidden triangles inside. There are other hidden triangles inside. Okay. But I see 6 triangles. You see 6? Okay. You're welcome, Mark. Thank you from India. Hey, you just dropped your crown because you are a queen. Sorry, I don't understand what you mean by that. Okay, Taylor says they are, yeah, they're overlapping. So let's go. Let's go. How many triangles can you see? This is actually one of the most interesting IQ tests I love solving. Seriously, I love solving them. People say 12. People say 12. Um, okay, this says 12. Okay, let's go, friends. Try it by yourself. Try it by yourself. That way you are sharpening your imagination, your cognitive reasoning, your logical reasoning, your brain. Yes. Sometimes we stress ourselves a lot that we don't have time to exercise our brain. We are only stressing it, we are not exercising it. So this is time to do that. Try to see something. Of course, I'm here. I'm not running. I'm not in a haste. Take your time, Mr. Tello. Take your time. Please like our live stream if you love what we are doing. Like our live stream if you love what we are doing. Okay? Yes, I know. So take your time to count. How many triangles can you see? If this is the first time you are joining us, please hit the subscription button, turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss our videos. Okay, anytime we go live, you'll be notified. Thanks for the likes, friends. So I'll advise you hit that subscription button and turn on your notification bell. Very, very important. So let's go. You need to think. Use your think. Okay. Taylor says, I love this. Thank you. So let's go. Taylor, give us your own answer. Is there a love button anywhere? Of course, there's a love button there, Mr. Taylor. It is there, but if you want to like, you have to click and hold on your screen to like. But the love button is there looking at you. So let's go, friends. How many triangles? How many triangles can you see? How many triangles can you see? I need more persons to say how many triangles can you see? Let's go. Because the truth remains that most of us can, but it's not 6. There are more than that. Okay. Simpson says he could see 12. He is not sure. He is thinking that he saw 12 triangles. Flying says, I see 12 easy. How are 17 and 24 an option? Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible at all. So let's start says 12 triangles. Okay. I'm seeing 15 by Zulek 15. Jade says 12. Batman says 12. Batman! Batman, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us again. All right, we have Mohammed says 17. 17 triangles. No option 15. Okay, that is what you could see. I love that. That shows you have a mind of your own. He says you could see 15 triangles. Taylor says, Lord, some people see hallucination. No, not at all. Not at all. It's just that when you look at it, you are going to see different answers at the same time. That is the truth. Yeah, Batman. Oh, wow. Welcome back. How was your trip? And what did you buy for us? Welcome back, Mr. Batman. Thank you for your likes, guys. Someone said there are 9 triangles. Okay. Trifati says 9 triangles. 9, 9, 9, 9. Okay. Let's go. Very easy. Anyway, let me not lie. It's not really easy. Yes, it's not easy. Okay. Okay. Taylor says 9 are fine. Oh, Jugu, you're welcome. Welcome. So Jugu says it's 12. Oma says, please give us the answer. Of course I will. Someone say, I see 12. Easy. That is Mark. My friend says, you see 9. Rocky says 8. And Rocky says 8. Okay. Jets, that is Batman says, not more than 12. Not more than 12, but what is the answer? 12. Eric says, you got to add the triangles, but all right. Now, this is very interesting. Seriously. Amma says 9. Taylor is saying there are more than 9. Batman says 12 is the answer. Rocky says... So Mariam says 17. 17. Answer it and move to the next question. Of course I will. Eric says the real question is what are the angle degrees in all them angles? Do you want to confuse us more? Do you want to confuse us more? Do you want to confuse us more? Okay. Now let's go. More answers, please. Robert says 12. Robert says 12. Oh, there were 12 of them. Okay, my friend just changed his mind. He says the answer is 12.
Many, right? Bon is saying hi. Hello, thank you for joining us. Tycoon, sorry, Jugu says 12 for sure. That is 12 triangles for sure. 12 for sure. That means you're 100% sure the answer is 12. Wow. I love the audacity, Jugu. um, this person is saying 12 again. That is champion is saying 12. Very easy. All right. Can you please answer? Of course I will, Miriam. I will do that, okay? Just be a little more patient. Hi, amazing friends. More answers to this. Do we have more answers from anybody? Any more answers from anyone? Madam, where are you from? What is your timing? I don't have timing. I can dictate when you have exhausted your answers. That is when no more new answers are coming in, and I will answer it. But once I notice that people are still answering, I will give everybody time to bring forth their answers. Okay? And I'm from Nigeria. Thank you for asking, Mark. So, from what I'm seeing, very few are still dropping their own options or their own answers. So, what is your answer, friends? What is your answer? Okay. I think it's time. No more answers. 9 is the correct answer, I guess. That is by Emande. He's saying that he thinks that the answer is 9. All right. Okay. Let's go. Ark Devil says it's 12. 12. All right. Okay. More answers, friends. More answers. How many triangles can you see? You need to be observant, yes. You need to notice that there are overlapping triangles. So Robert is saying, try to group them by the number of pieces composing them. There is 5 triangles composed by 1 piece, 4 triangles by 2 pieces, 2 triangles by 3 pieces, and 1 triangle by 5 pieces. Nice analytics. So after that, Robert, what do you think the answer should be? So Alfred says 7. McLean says it's 12. Okay, 001 says the answer is 12 as well. So Amanda is asking Alfred, where did you get 7? User 24 is saying the answer is 17. Wow. 17. Nelly is saying the answer is 5. But Nelly, the option 5 is not there. Don't you think that automatically makes the answer not correct? So, yeah, the diamond is saying the answer is 17. 17 triangles. I would have loved to see how you got that, but it will be difficult for you to illustrate that for us. Emmanuel is saying, can you review the answer? Yeah, of course. I can and I will. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. How many triangles can you see? Okay, so chooses 5 and answer not even possible. No, please don't use that on someone. We are all entitled. It means this person has a mind of his or her own, and it is a very big, it's not easy to have that kind of mind. So I respect that kind of people. The person says he sees 5 and he is bold enough to write it, showing you that he has a mind of his own. Okay, so now let's do this. Let's do this. As usual, I'm going to present the answer. Now, something is very obvious. It is very, very obvious that the answer that we could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone could see that. The problem is the overlapping triangles, okay? So we are going to start with this left side of the triangle. We are going from there to add the overlapped triangles. So that is what we are going to do now. So currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 triangles, okay? Now, you could see that this is another triangle, this, making it 6, right? That is 6. Then we have this, making it 7 triangles. All right. Now we are done with this side. So let's go with this. So we do the same with this, making it 8, right? Making it 9. Now we have 9. Okay, so you can see that we have this as well. 10. I'm not touching the up at all. So this is 10. And this is 11. Then the biggest triangle is 12. So we have 12 triangles. Yes, if your answer is 12, congratulations. It means that, wow, like, I need to give you this hand. You really tried. Then those of you that were bold enough to say what you saw, congratulations as well. It's not really easy to do that. All right. Now, let us drop another question. Let us drop another question. Let us drop another question. I was correct. Thank you. Yeah, 001. Yeah, we are welcome. Chenzi, you are welcome. If I called your name correctly, I'm referring to you at Kitchen Secrets. Now, we have another question. We have 3 circles. We have 3 circles. And in these 3 circles, we have 8, 2, 9. We have 3, 4, 4. And we have 10, 5. And we have a question mark here. Now, the question says find the missing number. Now, the options are option A, we have 3. Option B, we have 4. Option C, we have 5. And option D, we have 6. Okay, so let's go, friends. Let us go, let us go, let us go. What is the missing number? What is the missing number? Okay, let's go. Number of persons are correct. Correct? Sorry, I don't understand what you meant by that. So, what is the missing number? Commander says D is what? D is 6. D is 6. Is that what you want to say the answer is? The Diamond Rock says the answer is 5. Okay. Okay. So let's go. Do people eat pancakes by hand or with a fork? Please, let's continue. Let's continue and try to concentrate on what we are here for. All right. Okay, let's go. Now, unrevealed truth says 4. Okay, that the missing number is 4. Let us look at this pattern. Now, let me give you a hint. Think outside the box. One thing about IQ test is that it will try to confuse you. Yes. Now, if you're looking at that question, I know most of you will be looking at inside the circle. Your mind is inside the circle. Okay, but I want you to remove your mind from inside and start thinking about outside. Classic hairstyles vlog. Hello, thank you for joining, sis. You are highly welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So friends, let's go. What is the missing number? This is not difficult, but I won't say it's easy. Robots, why do people always ask this question? Robot, I am not. Do I look like one? Do I look like one? Why do we need this? I didn't need it at school and certainly don't need it now. Okay, Paul, I will gladly answer your question and I'll be sincere about it. If you have gone to interviews, there are some interview questions, and in the interview questions, critical questions like this, you are expected to answer some logical reasoning questions. And this is part of it. So if you've gone to some interview, I have gone to some interviews where these companies ask this kind of questions. Yes. So it is totally out of your school curriculum. It requires your logical reasoning. And it's important depending on the work you applied for, the position you applied for in such companies. Then another thing or another reason why you need this is we need to exercise our brain. Just like we need to exercise our body, we exercise our mind, we exercise everything. We also need to exercise our brain. This is a form of exercise for the brain. Okay, so it's not everything is not all about your school. Okay, so classic case says the answer is 5. Mushen is asking how I'm fine, thank you so much. Okay, we have Abba says the answer is 3. Mashasha, where are you from? I'm from Nigeria. You are pretty, you deserve to. So Classic here says 5. All right. Classic, I've seen your answer. Please stop spamming. All right. Thank you so much. Mashita says, what kind of course I've answered that. James says the answer is 6. James says the answer is 6. I still say, please try to reason outside the box. Like, remove your mind from inside the circle, bring it outside the circle. And you're going to see the answer. James says 6. All right. Yeah, thank you so much, my friend. Classic. Thank you. Someone is saying the answer is 3, and this person is so sure that he had to write it very, very well. So Red says the answer is 3. Don't mind me. I laugh easily. But this is showing confidence. Like my confidence is 100% minus nothing. I love that at Riyadh. So Amanda says, what's the question? The question says, find the missing number. And we have in the first circle, we have 829. Second circle, we have 344. The third circle, a number is missing. Please kindly tell us the number you think is missing. So Commander said, I don't see how the top numbers play into each other, each circle's relationship. Only seeing the relationship between each circle's other 2 numbers. I think it's 6. Not sure how to think outside the circles. Okay, thank you, Commander. Thank you. Lost and okay, says the answer is 3. AJ is saying it's 3. Our kitchen secret says, I don't understand the question. Shenzi, all right, you're saying you don't understand the question. The question says, find the missing number. Or you were meant to say that you cannot get the pattern. AJ is saying it's 3. AJ, thank you, but please stop spamming your answers, okay? Thank you so much. All right, Paul says it's 5. Amanda says it's 6. Blah, blah. Blah, blah says it's 8, 8, 9, 4, 3, 4, 4, 105, 106. Answer is 6. Okay. BX says 6. AJ, I've seen your answer, okay? Please. The Diamond Rock says the answer is 5. Figure says 4. Okay, Chenzi says, I'm not getting the pattern. I just came back from a math class. Oh, I understand. Meaning you are somehow tired, right? I understand. Okay, which says the answer is 3. Like I said, let's think outside the box. Okay. Amanda says, what's the answer? Of course, I will definitely tell you the answer. But let's give others the opportunity to think as well and provide their own answers. Okay? All right? And also give me the opportunity and the time to rest before I say the answer and start on again. And start again. It's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. All right. So Diamond says 2, 4, 10, odd 835 and 945 by seeing this. Okay. Stevenson says 3, total of 16 of same position number. Okay, Thomas saying the answer is 5. Kim Violet is saying the answer is 6. Wow. Okay. Okay. Chenzi is saying A divided by 0 is 0 if A is non-zero integer. I can see what I tried to say. AJ is saying 3. That was my maths exam question. Are you for real? Okay. APAP says the answer is B and B is 4. The answer is B and B is 4. Okay. Haya says 67. Michael St. John says the limit does not exist. Yeah, answer is 3. Some of the numbers at the same position is 16. App says it's 19. 2, 4, 10, even 835, 945. When we see this as outside view, answer is 5. And that is diamond. Now, Lazarus says the answer is 6. I can see that most of us are still dropping their answer. So, and that is why I'm yet to say what it is. So please take your time. Do this your own way, then we all reason it together. Example of, so Lera is saying, example of a way to think outside of the box in the scenario. Exactly. For you to get this right, you need to think outside the box. You need to think outside the box. So Lawrence is saying each set has 2 even and 1 odd, so it's 6. Okay. Nice thought though. So Tariq is saying the answer is 4. James is saying box. Yeah, think outside the box. I know you might be thinking I'm supposed to say think outside the circle. Just think outside the box is a general term. A way of saying think, remove your mind from the ordinary and do the extraordinary. So APP is saying 9 plus 8, 17 plus 2, 4 times 4, 16 plus 3. Okay. Now let us check the answer. Okay, let's do this. I think, okay, Tariq is saying 8 plus 2 minus 1 is 9. Lana is saying 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We are trying. If you know you've not dropped your answer, no problem. I'm not in a haste. Kindly drop yours, okay? But if no one is saying anything anymore, then I have to say what the answer is and we move on. Okay, now let's move on. Let us move on. Okay. All right. Now, like I said, think outside the box. This is why you should think outside the box. First things first. Normally, what we would have done is 8 plus 9 is 17, and 17 plus 2 is 19. Okay. Now let's see. 3 plus 4 definitely will give us 11. So you can see that we cannot get the answer from inside the box. And if you look at this, there is no relationship between the numbers inside the box as well, or inside the circle, sorry, as well. So it's time to think outside the circle, if there is any language like that. So let us think outside the box. So thinking outside the box, let's check the numbers in the same position. All right. So for this, we have 2, we have 4, and we have 10. So 2 plus 4 is 6, and 6 plus 10 is 16. All right. So we have 8 plus 3 is 11, and 11 plus 5 is 16. So I think with this, the pattern is now very clear. Okay, so the next question is going to be not easy at all. So just stay put and see the next question. Yes, so the answer is 3. That is because 9 plus 4 is 13, and 13 plus 3 will give us 16. Amazing, right? Yes. So if your answer is 3, congratulations. It means your IQ is really on a high level, and it means your observation, you can observe things very, very nice. Okay, now the next question. The next question is this. Something similar to this, but this is quite different. This is meant to be circles. I'm sorry if I'm drawing what you don't understand, but these are supposed to be circles, okay? Then we have this, and we have this as well. All right, now we have 13, we have 7, we have 4, we have 3, we have 5, we have 15, we have 1, and we have 10. And this is the missing number. Now we are asked to find the missing number, and these are the options. Okay, it seems there are no options here. No options, no options, no options. What do you think the answer is? Think outside the box and tell us what the answer is. Shenzi says, turns out my observation is not so good. Some days are like that. No one is perfect. Remember, I am not, you are not, and that makes us human. We learn every day and we move on. All right. So sex says intersect variables. I'm seeing 9, 9. Marble says 9, and my friend says 9 as well. My friend, could you kindly tell me your name? I can actually pronounce this name. Your name is in, I think, Japanese or Chinese language. I can't tell. Please tell me your name so that I can pronounce your name. Sex says 6. Mark says 9. Shamira says 9. James says 9. Mike says 6. Sex says 6. Frosty is saying 4. Okay. Park says 17. Okay. Max is saying 9. Shams is saying 9. Larry says the answer is 0. You're welcome, CX, all the way from Jamaica. You are welcome. Okay. So Jerita is saying the answer is 9. James says aloha from Maui. You are welcome. Thank you for joining us. Makako is saying it's 67. He is saying it's 18. Okay, Chenzi, take care of yourself. Makako says it's 67. Okay. Tasu says 4. Sex is saying, I think it's 6. Makako is insisting that the answer is 67. Wow. Nice one. Let's go, friends. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Right? So, what do you think the answer is? What do you think the answer is? Jacko is saying it's 67 as well. So Makako and Jacko are saying the same thing. All right, nice one. Okay, completely rational says the answer is okay, has not said anything. Wrote 16, 13, 3, 4, 5, 7, 1, 15, it's 9. Okay, saying the answer is 9. Jacko is saying 41, Jacko is saying 93. Jacko, what's your answer? Fire Leaves is saying 9. Okay. Sex says the answer is 6. So Makako is saying it's 67, guys. Stephen is saying it's 9. Tasuf is saying it's 9 as well. Nice one. I'm happy we are all thinking. Yeah, seriously. I'm glad we are all thinking outside the box. Yes. All right. So, any more answers? Any more solutions? Any more solutions? Any more solutions? Any more solutions? Do we have more solutions? More solutions? More solutions? Okay, let me drop the options for you. I think this will help to make you reason faster. So we have option A, 7, option B, 8, option C, 9, option D, 10. So these are the options. Which of them do you think is the right option? Which of them do you think is the right option? So I've dropped the options and this is supposed to make this easier, right? Thank you for the likes, guys. If this is the first time you are seeing us, please click the subscription button, turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss our videos at all. All right. So that anytime I go live or anytime I upload any video on my page, on my channel, you will be notified. Okay. So we have different options here. Option A is 7. Option B is 8. Option C is 9. And option D is 10. I believe this will help to bring down your guess, right? And make you get the answer faster. Okay. So now I have multiple of 9s by Soccer Charles 99. Sivem is also saying it's 6, is 9, sorry. So Soccer is trying to explain why. Tisuf is also trying to explain why. All right. I think in the next one, I will not put options. Maybe putting options will make things easier. Maybe I'll stop putting options. I'll stop putting options. Though someone already figured that out. I wrote what it is even before I dropped the options. Okay. So what is your own answer? What is your own answer? What is your own answer? Okay. So for the benefit of those that sincerely want to know what the answer is. BX, hi, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us. So Mark says the answer is S. S? Sorry, I don't understand what you meant. Now let us do this. I think no one is dropping their solutions again. Now, when you look at each circle, you will notice that the sum of each circle is 16. Now, let's check. 13 plus 3 is 16. 7 plus 4 plus 5. This is 11 plus 5 is 16. Okay? So 15 plus 1. Just concentrate on the circle alone. Forget anything like joining or intersection. Just focus, go in the circle. So you have 15 plus 1 is 16. Now for this circle, the numbers there are 5, 1, and 10, which is 16. So you will notice that for this, we have 3, 4, and what will give us 16. So it's going to be 16 minus 3 plus 4. So that is 16 minus 7, and that is option 9. Option C, which is 9. Okay, another interesting question. Okay, I want to drop Malako is still saying 67. I want to drop another interesting question, but this one will be easy. Okay, it's easy. Now guess the word. Guess the word. Q-A-A-U. What do you think the word is? Guess the word. Q-A-A-U. Let's guess the word. Jugu. Jugu, 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 jugu. Okay, this one is easy. No more English puzzles. I'm going to be writing maths now. This one is very easy. This one is easy. I beg. So Jugu says it's aqua. Shamia says is also aqua. Tisif saying is aqua. Everyone is saying it's aqua. So Mark says it's aqua. Marco is saying it's aqua, and it's aqua. So let's just move on. This one is easy. Let's move on. Now, the next question. This is very easy. In the next question, let's see. Evaluate 12 divided by 2 bracket 3 minus 1. Evaluate 12 divided by 2 aqua water. BX says the answer fast low is still good, yeah. So the other says cow. Sorry. Jubu says the answer is 12. Let's get more answers. I have 3. Jubu says 12, but Mabelad says it's 3. Mark says it's 3. So I have 2 options here. Team 12 and team 3. What do you think the answer is? Team 12 and team 3. What do you think the answer is? Dan Daniel says it's 2. So I have 3 options. It's a tricky question. You're not supposed to write expressions like that. It's not a tricky question, my friend, at all. It is not at all. This is simple mathematical question. All right, so let's go. So Roy says 2 over 2 times 2. Ron says it's 3. Doll is insisting that it is a tricky question. Okay. Aaron says B. BS says 3. Doll says, I know this trick. Okay. So what's the answer? Jugu is saying no amount of trick will stop the answer from being 12. Are you for real, Jugu? Jugu is the audacity for me. Jugu, it's the audacity for me. All right. George says the answer is 12 divided by 4, which is 3. Terence says it's 12. Shemi Gallant saying it's 3. Buttermark says B. Ming is saying it's 12. Soka says it's 12 as well. 2 divided by 2 multiplied by 2, 2, 2. That is Roy. Libjen says it's 12. Jerita says it's 3. Roy says it's 2. The Libjen 12. The Libjen's 12. Toffee saying it's 12 as well. Okay. Hi, Jane. You are welcome. Thank you for joining us. That 8 times 10 to the power of n class was good that evening, ma'am. Yeah, Jugu, it was. One thing about this is that in that life class, I always have that kind of life class when I have enough energy, because to stand up for a whole 1 hour teaching is not easy. Hope you understand. Okay, someone says prem dance is written in a deliberate, is not improper. Okay, doll, it's not.
All right. So Agatha says 12, Vic says 12. This is to bring out some misconceptions in mathematics. If we don't bring these things out, then people will keep failing it. That is the honest truth. The 2 is attached by the parenthesis, so it's distributed to be multiplied by both numbers. That is Josh. So Josh is saying the answer is 3. Okay, Gallant Pamba is saying is 0. Jugu, why are you laughing? All right, Shamak is saying is 3. All right, I have 2 minus 2. That is 0. Okay. Andrew is saying the answer is 12. Tasif is saying the answer is 12 as well. So from what I'm seeing, I have a lot of 12. Are you guys sure the answer is right? I have a lot of 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. So Vic is explaining, he says, you must do the parentheses first, then you now have a situation where you have an expression of entirely multiplication and division, which you do from left to right, not just pen, that is enough. Okay, that is Vic. Dubious Small says is B, that is 3. Andrew says, yep. So David is saying follow Bodmer's rule. Of course, you have to follow Bodmer's rule. All right. So if this is the first time you are seeing us, please click the subscription button. Please love or like our live stream if you are entertained or if you love what you are seeing. Okay. So juxtaposition before multiplication and division by dot. Okay. So since we have exhausted all our solutions, David is saying 3 is the answer. Phil Holland is saying is C, and C is 2. Okay. Let's go. Let us go. So now this is it. 7154, the answer is 6 divided by 4. So let's do this, friends. First of all, I know that we don't have issue with the bracket first. Using board mass or pendants, we don't have issue with that. So we have 12 divided by 2 bracket 3 minus 1 is 2. Now, if I solve this way, 12 divided by 2 times 2 is 4, which is equal to 12 divided by 4, which is 3. But this is wrong. Now I will explain why it is wrong. Why solving this? What did you say? You said 12 divided by 2 multiplied by 2, right? You did 2 multiplied by 2, which is 4. Meaning that you multiplied before you divided. But according to board mass or pendants, your division and multiplication, you solve from left to right. Anyone that comes first, you solve it. So meaning that you're supposed to divide, in this case, before you multiply. So this is supposed to come this way. 12 divided by 2 multiplied by 2. Because 3 minus 2 will give you 2. Okay? Then you solve from left to right. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And 6 times 2 will give us 12. And that is the answer. So anytime you see this type of question, please always remember that you have to divide before you multiply. Once you're done with brackets, don't go ahead and multiply. No. Okay? Just you need to divide before you multiply. So someone is saying, what is the basic maths? The law of precedence. Show us something more complicated. Okay, Don is saying no, that it is wrong. Okay, Toki is saying not this kindergarten math. Juby is saying that I am correct, and Ruth is saying, yeah, it's 6th grader maths. Okay, now we have another question. I have another question.
to ask us. So please, you have the right to say what you feel the answer is. Okay, but please do your research and then come back and tell me what you found out. Okay, come back and tell me what you found out. Now, in this question, we have this, we have this, and we have this. Okay. All right. So we have 275. We have 234. We have 1021. Now the question says find the missing number. All right. Okay. Now we continue. So we have option A as 8, option B as 16, option C as 27, and option D as 36. All right, let's continue, friends. What do you think is the missing number? Daniel says, what are those? Yeah, we have we have numbers: 275, 234, 10, 21. And we have a number missing on the last row. So the question says find the missing number. All right. So let's go, friends. Let's go. Please, let's ignore all the negative energies. I'm used to that. Yes, don't worry about me. Like, I've been on social media for a long time. All right. Like, if you search my account on my Facebook, I have a lot. On TikTok, I have a lot. And on YouTube, I have a lot. So I'm always on camera. I have seen a lot of people. And when I see some, I just laugh. Okay, so let's continue, friends. Let's continue. So now we have 275, 234, and 1021. A number is missing. Now, another thing, let me give you a tip. Don't think inside the box. Don't think inside the box. Just think outside the box. Yes. You know, when you see this kind of question, most of us, we start looking at the numbers inside those boxes. Do not look at the numbers inside those boxes. Look at the numbers outside those boxes. All right? Look at the numbers outside those boxes. So think outside the box. At Daniel says the answer is 16. Okay. All right. How sure are you? How sure are you that the answer is 16? So let's go, friends. Let's go. We can do this. It's not that difficult. We can do this. It's not that difficult. It's easy. Trust me. It is easy. Trust me. It is easy. Let's go. 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 Okay. This is easy. See, think out. Okay. Let me give another tip. You get the last row by combining the first and the second. Yes. Okay, now I think I've spilled the beans. Get the last row by combining the first and the second. I've given you another tip. I've given you another tip. You get the last row from the first and the second. So try again. Try to get the last from the first and second. Daniel says it's 16. He is insisting it's 16. 5 plus 4 plus 10 minus 3 is 16. Okay. 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 Let's go. So Vicky says the answer is 8. Tessa says the answer is 8. So Martians Mexant says is 8 as well. All right. I'm loving it now. You get the last row from the first and the second row. I've given you the tip. Oh, I've given you the tip, so it will be easier. Okay, so Vic is explaining, and he says he or she is saying the answer is 8. Now Daniel says, how you guys got 8? See, this is very easy. Okay, let me stop saying that it's very easy. It is tricky. It is tricky. That is the truth. It is tricky. I won't lie. But I've given you enough tip, yes, to get the answer right. So she's is saying it's 8. So finally, you now know how they got it, right? So Tessa is saying 5 times 2 is 10. 7 times 3. Okay, Tessa is saying something. Julie is saying law of cross multiplication gives 8, but I think it's not that way. Why do you think it's not that way? Now Masha is saying you multiply diagonal across diagonal. Okay. Let's go, friends. It's now becoming, this won't work if we have one more row. This won't work if we have one more row. Okay. 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 Let's go, friends. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let us go. Let us go. Let us go. More answers. More answers. More answers. More answers. More answers. I'm yet to ask the question on my thumbnail. That one is very tricky. I'm yet to ask that one. So I advise you sit put and see how this works. Now, this is really interesting. It helps to sharpen our brain. We are exercising our brain, and it's very important. Trust me. These days, there are apps that design so many games that you can play just to sharpen your brain. Okay, so this is part of it. You can also use math puzzles, you can use IQ questions, and so many of them to actually sharpen your brain. Okay, let's do this now. You can see something that 7 times 3 will give you 21. 5 times 2 will give you what? 10. So 2 times 4 will give you 8. And that is the answer. I told you guys that this is easy. I told you that it is easy, right? I told you it's very easy. So that is it for that. The last but not the least, I don't know. Should we do this or should I rest and come back? But what I have on my thumbnail, I owe you guys that question because I believe some of you joined because you saw that question. So I owe you guys that. So let me ask that question. Let me ask that question. So Dudrak says C2. Okay, let's go. Now, the one on my thumbnail, let me see how many of us can get this right. Let me see how many of us can get this right. Now we have 15, we have 11, we have 22, right? 22, 13,
We have the special mark. We have 5. And we have 23. We have 32. So we are asked to find the missing number. Now, these are the options. Option A is 1. Option B is 7. Option C is 12. And option D is 17. So what do you think the answer is? Tell us the missing number. 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 Daniel says the answer is 1. That is Daniel. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. The all is saying is 1. Okay. 2 persons says the answer is 1. Take your time. Think this through. Look at it closely. If you can close one eye and use one eye. Maybe by the time you close one and you look the diagram with one eye, you're going to see the answer. My friend says the answer is 1. Okay. Daniel is saying it's 15 plus 22 minus 5. Mm. Let's go. You subtract the answer. According to Daniel, this is easy. Okay, it's not easy, but this is tricky. This is tricky. So what is the answer? What do you think the answer is? What do you think the answer is? Okay. 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 Daniel is dropping something. Let's go, friends. What do you think the answer is? 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 Okay. We need more solutions, more solutions, more solutions, more solutions. We need more solutions. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. No more solutions. Are you guys for real? Friends, let's go. Let's think this through. Let's think this through. Let's think this through. True. Let's think this through. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What do you think the answer is? Okay. Rudrak is saying Daniel is correct though. Marsha says the answer is 7, that he don't agree with Daniel. Sugar is saying the answer is 1. Okay. Sugar is saying the answer is 1.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Team left hand side equals right hand side. So what? Okay. Mm, mm. Okay. I think it's time for us to do this, right? Because no more new answers. No more new answers. Okay. The truth remains that there must be a relationship between the bigger rectangle and the smaller rectangle. Okay. There must be a relationship between both. Now, the first thing is this. Let's see. You notice that 15 minus 5 will give you 10. Daniel dropped a very interesting pattern as well, but I'm saying how I found mine, okay? I'm saying how I found mine. Daniel's pattern is also very, very interesting, okay? All right. So, Jugu also dropped his own pattern, but I'm saying how I got mine. So, 15 minus 5 is 10. 23 minus 3 is what? 10. Minus 13 is 10. Sorry. 32 minus 22 is 10. 32 minus 22 is also 10. So you can see that we need 11 minus what will give us 10. And that is option A. That is 1. Okay, so I think we have tried. We've been here for over 1 hour. And I have my friends who are always there. I don't want to start calling your name so that I don't miss anyone. Okay, I don't want to miss anyone. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for always tuning in. Of course, I'm going live again, and that is why you need to on your notification bell and subscribe to the channel if this is the first time you are seeing me, okay? So that anytime I go live multiple times in a day. So that anytime I go live to ask this kind of questions, you will be notified. All right. Thank you all for your vibes. Thank you all for your love, and thank you for joining me, and see you in my next live stream. Bye.